messing around, calling all you freaks and nerds. You're just missing what you want. My brother's going down the drain, my sister's living the dream, but everybody's singing along. It's okay, we'll all soon be gone.
Welcome, people from around the world.
I wish you wouldn't do that. You make me jump every time you do it.
You've got private healthcare, haven't you?
Good evening, everyone. Here we go, show 3 of the live Midlife Bikers show.
Absolutely.
Can you believe it?
Live from
Marbella.
my spare bedroom.
Yeah, his spare bedroom. Unbelievable. I tell you what, we've got new lights, we've got new microphones, new backdrop. It's fantastic. But I must say tonight, I'm a little bit nervous because probably we're the most unorganized ever tonight. Normally we're like really organized, but like I only turned up about 10 minutes ago. Angus is all like doing his computer stuff.
New software, new connection. The internet went down just before. A nightmare. Headley had to bring a file on a stick. You know, it's just like that's it. Anyway, we're here. Hello, Lily, and hello, Ravianne. Please feel free to chat up here. We got this new chat thing in this new software, and we can see who's online and everything that's happening. So
no swearing. Oh,
yeah, swearing, please swear.
Oh, look at that! My daughter Lily's just come on. How amazing! Look
Smith
at that!
Oh,
fantastic!
Now that was cool, wasn't it? We couldn't do that
really
last week.
Cool. And like, I can also see my dad's watching at home. Can you believe it?
Yeah. Mark Raby.
I love
Cheers,
it.
mate. Cheers.
Thank you. Anyway,
Yeehaw,
Angus.
Jorg, Salazar. Cheers from Houston, Texas, boys. Love y'all. We were there. No, we went past Houston, Texas. We stayed in Austin, 6th Street. Great, really good.
Anyway,
Snow-covered
Angus,
Scotland.
Angus,
Hello,
Angus,
John
Angus,
Muir.
Angus, before we start, what on earth is that smell? You smell like...
Guys and girls.
Honestly, you stink.
Guys and girls, I've got some great news for you all. If you were born in the 60s or 70s, right, it didn't show up very well with that green screen in the background, but this is
Honestly.
brute. I got some for Christmas. Christmas. And for the discerning gentleman, right, that's brute aftershave, which I'm covered in. And for the discerning gentleman, a brute roll-on as well. It's made a comeback, eh, brute? For others older people.
Honestly,
can you remember high karate?
You can tell you've been married for so many years. If you went out with that, you've got no chance whatsoever. Honestly. Also, a bit of a complaint from last week. You've got to stop showing them nipples of yours.
Okay, so what I've done this week is I've taped them up. So that's within YouTube and Facebook regulations. Okay.
Oh man. Anyway, what a week.
Later.
So the big news this week is Angus has got his bike back. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. 8 weeks now?
9.
Oh,
Thank you,
man.
KTM.
KTM.
Thank you for letting me have my bike back with all the bits that were in the correct parts and everything.
Now we can go motorbiking instead
8
of
weeks,
making videos.
Not funny. And I've made a little video just to say.
He's got it back. He's so excited. And like we did a little bit of stuff this week. It was good fun. But no, this was a special moment. It was like, you know, like when you go to a hospital to pick up the new baby, yeah? Angus went and got his bike back.
Like get me granny back with 13,000 kilometres on it in 9 months. It was like my office. There's a guy from Aussie Czech in Croatia. We had a great night out there. We love the country, Croatia.
Where?
Aussie Czech, here.
Aussie Czech.
Marco Tomczyk.
Ah, fantastic. Love it. So, let's get back to your bike. It's back. We're all excited. We can do motorbike trips together again. So, I believe you've got a bit of VT of Angus picking his bike up.
What's the famous word you've got to say, Headley? Like a DJ?
Rule VT, Angus.
Guess where we are? Not Cronrive Trunk and Pulse Mattighofen, but Marbella. Cronrive Trunk and Pulse Mattighofen. And we're going to get my bike. 8.5, I think 9 weeks. Getting on for 9 weeks. 9 weeks tomorrow, I think. Yeah, not impressed, KTM.
No.
Not impressed with your warranty service.
I'm going to have a bet on, right, that he's
bad.
going to pick this bike up and it doesn't actually work properly. That's my bet. I bet you something's going to go wrong. They've took all the engine out, they put it all back in again. Something's going to go wrong. I can't believe it. But anyway, come on, let's go into the KTM shop and see what's going on. Come on.
baby's back after 8 weeks, 9 weeks. Anyway, I'm really
Oh,
looking
it's
forward to it.
back,
I know,
it's back,
I
it's
know.
back. Oh.
I just hope it's 100%. I've got a feeling. I don't know why. Just pessimist. Ah, see.
Ah, he's got his luggage.
Oh, look at I forgot about that. Okay, muchas gracias.
Have they not put a new guard on, Angus?
Put a different one on.
I would have thought.
Quick shifter. Try, don't use the
Quick shifter.
Yeah. Until 100 kilometers.
Okay. Office seat. Ah, lovely to get on it. I mean, big bike after being on my best friend. Lambretta, but smelling a bit, so I obviously have had the engine out. So basically there, they said don't use the quick shifter 100 kilometres, so I'll have to get out round a little municipality where we are and get 100 clicks on the clock. So here it is, back out and working. Yeah, great. Ah, it's lovely. Well, it was fixed gear that was mangled before. I mean, it wouldn't even go in. That's because all the people lying in the bottom of the gearbox. But here we are, fixed gear, so they have repaired it. It wouldn't be able to do this if it's...
So just a quick closing note. Kronreif, Trunk and Pulse, Mattighofen, KTM. You need to sort your warranty out. I mean, 8 and 9 weeks is not good. And like, I was pissed off. So please, in future, get the parts to the dealers fast. Hello, we're back on. That was fast, wasn't it? You were expecting a little thingy thing.
You got your bike back. How
Get my bike
exciting.
back, and I am, and it is lovely. It's like being back in the office.
Oh, that's fantastic. Look at that. We actually went out for a little ride this week. It was quite nice, wasn't it? We got your bike back, went a little ride around the town. We're a bit like still locked down here in Benavides, but we managed to just go around Benavides a few times. And that was it, basically.
No, actually, we went round a dirt track as well, and we were I was trying to teach Headley how to wheelie. But,
no.
And we did. Oh, actually, and we did a car park session for Fast Eddie, which we got coming up soon. A nice video of Headley trying to ride the motorcycle correctly.
So on this week's show, as you know, we've got Fast Eddie coming up. Now, you know, you've seen the big build-up about Fast Eddie. 18 million views on YouTube. This guy is the motorbike guru, and I just can't believe he did a live interview with us from San Diego. And what a boy. So it's so good. We've got it in 2 parts. There's 2 10-minute bits. But anyway, before we do Fast Eddie, what we're doing next, Angus?
Well, I think we might miss this because, you know, time's getting on, and we don't want to bore people with the ins and outs of the Senna helmet cam, which I've cooked one earlier on.
No, come on, let's do it. Come on, let's
Okay,
do it. Be all right.
Let's do it. Little background. We've had mega problems recording our stuff from our helmets, and we found this new camera that sits nicely there, and it is really, really good. So we did.
Because GoPros drive us mad, basically.
On our YouTube site, we've got a separate section for product reviews where the Headley and me review products for motorcycle enthusiasts like oneself. And so this is our first review of the. We've both got them, and it's really cool. So
Cool. Watch this.
Should I roll VT?
Let's do it. You know, if you're gonna get a camera for your helmet, because you know the thing when you take videos when you're doing tours and you're traveling around. It just takes so much time and it's so infuriating when it goes wrong. But this new Senna camera, I think it's cool, and we did a little review of it. So Angus, have you got a bit of VT on the?
Do you want to answer some questions? We've got loads of questions coming. Hello from Croatia. How many times have you each been off? Oh God, Scott Murray. Millions.
Scott. Oh my God, Scott's here. Scott from Slaney Hall.
He never falls off because he doesn't go fast enough. I've dropped this bike 7 times, just in car parks, petrol stations, but I haven't crashed this. I've never crashed this one. No, but I usually do. It shows you trying if you crash them. But what about the new Harley Pan America? Yeah, we saw that in America, and Harley, you know, Harley should stick to Harleys in my view. But we might give that a blast and do a test ride on that. How many kilometers a day do you do? 500-600? I did 1,200 on that way back on that last day. But I was overdosing.
Normally it's 500 a day, yeah.
I did 1,200, but I overdosed on coffee and Red Bull and had to stop when I started hallucinating. So that was, I think I did 14 hours or something ridiculous. And how many why is it giving us twice anyway? Right, should we roll VT, Headley?
Come on, let's do a bit about this camera, because if you're going to get a camera for your helmet, this is the one. GoPros drive us nuts, so let's do a little bit on
Why
this.
do I always press the button? Why do
Because
you press the button? Why don't you press the button?
You're the technical department. I'm like the, I'm the DJ voice.
You're the star, Scott Murray.
Oh,
Like
Scott.
Scott.
I can't believe Scott's
Isn't he
watching.
the paintball guy?
Yeah, it's Scott. It's Scott.
With the big big gun. Ah, yeah. Right. This is the center review of the helmet. Yep, it's the first product review for the Midlife Bikers, and we're off to a grand start here at Chepstow with the Prism Tube.
Prism Tube.
Helmet camera, and we've had mega problems, America, Europe, the world, with our helmet cameras with GoPro. GoPro, we love you, but we also hate you. We've cracked it for your helmet. The GoPros on the bike are superb, and you just set them away, but they're just we always have problems with them. This thing is the donkey's wobbler, as they would say in Wales. Okay? You know?
Fraction of the price of a GoPro. And much easier to use, because when it's on your helmet, you can literally it's got a speaker inside, as Angus will demonstrate.
We'll do some close-ups later on for you.
So when you need to record, you just go doop.
So here it is, the Prism Tube. Really small piece of kit, goes nicely on the side of the helmet. It's got Wi-Fi connectivity, so you can connect it to your phone. There's an app on your phone, very easy to use. You can look back on your videos as well. And this is the clip that it comes with. This one will slide onto two fittings. One goes, both of them go on the side of the helmet. This one is actually, as you can see, is stuck on. And there's another one that will go down and round, and you actually clamp that on with two Allen keys, Allen nuts. This one's, very sturdy like the GoPro ones. No complaints there. That's the best place for mine. Then this is the wire that goes to the speaker and also the microphone, and that they come attached to it. And basically all you have to do is attach this part to the camera, which is easy peasy, he says. And then to make it watertight, simply screw the metal end back on, and that's it. Only downside is you've got to remember that this is your line of sight, where the on-off switch is. So that's to frame it correctly and make your picture right. You've got to make sure that that's up. And basically, all I then do is clip that onto there, and that goes bang on there, and it's locked in.
Yeah, it looks good. The shot's good. You can shot down the side of the helmet. It's not too shaky. So we've done a few videos. We've been out on the bike. We've been talking, so we can do audio backwards and forwards as well. And we've done some shots, some sample shots. So
Top tips. Have a look. We're going to play some videos now.
Recording.
So you've got your camera on the other side of your helmet, as opposed to the right side, which is on the left side. Because if you were to switch it on and off, it's easier to do it with your left hand than your right.
I couldn't do it on the left side, obviously. But I've got my switch with my,
Yeah.
I've got my switch with my,
Visor.
visor.
Yeah, so have I.
Hola.
We're here again, Friday night,
yeah.
party night.
Shall I go lightly? Oh, I've got the inside track. So that was shots of what it looks like. The other great thing about it is it records your voice, and if you put it comes with an internal speaker and a mic, and if you put the microphone next to your helmet speaker, it picks up both conversations, as you saw on that video. So for us, that saves a load of hassle. Before with the GoPros, we had like loads of frames to stick them in, loads of leads coming out under here, and we had to record one person's voice, then steal the audio from the other person's GoPro. It was an absolute nightmare. If you're doing adventure biking like we are, seriously, and you want to record 2, 3-way, 4-way conversation, this thing is the business. The Sena Prism camera comes with an app which you can download from the App Store, and that allows you to really frame the picture correctly. So you can have the camera on your helmet. You can then look at the app on your phone and make sure that you've got the framing right, i.e. the level right on it as well, so that it's horizontally correct. It also allows you to download what you've recorded and view it back on the app, and you can then download it to your phone or your computer. Alternatively, you can take the SD card out and download it to your computer. So it's a great little app, very useful. And
Are we off now?
I think we're back on now. He doesn't like product reviews. But if you're a biker,
Is it finished yet?
it is. It went on longer.
Angus.
It's on YouTube if you want to watch the whole thing. And
No,
I got technical.
It's really boring.
I got technical.
Angus, that was way too techie. I mean, people don't want to watch stuff like that.
Bikers want to watch that if they want to record where they're going and
Our people don't want to watch that because it's really boring. But I tell you what, I've got to do a quick hello to my bestie buddy in the UK, Stu. Stu Jack, the butcher.
the
butcher.
Is he online?
Yeah, he's
Can
on.
we
He's
see?
been coming out. That's fantastic. So good to see you.
Hello, Darren.
Simon Robinson as well from Corbridge. You know Simon Robinson from Nomis? You know him?
No Miss Computer Systems. Yeah, Simon Robinson. Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, fantastic.
Hello, Andrea, my mother-in-law. The mother-in-law's watching. Sorry about the nipples. Shouldn't have got them out.
But anyway, yeah, product reviews. We're going to do honest reviews. But anyway, let's get back to the program, because coming up now, we've got our part 1 of the interview with the absolute legend that is
Fast Edward.
Fast Eddie. Fast Edward. We can't believe this actually happened. He's possibly the biggest YouTube star when it comes to motorbike training. 18 million views. This guy's an absolute rock star.
Similar to us.
Yeah,
Similar to us.
and I just emailed him last week and I said, "Hey Eddie, you fancy coming on this show?" And he went, "Yeah." So we did a live interview with him from San Diego. How cool is that?
No, we were in Marbella.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were, and he was in San Diego.
Oh, right,
And we
I
did
see
this. We did this thing with him, and like, you know, if you ride motorbikes, you'll understand how cool this guy is, because
Presumably, most of the people watching this
Well, they
program
don't.
ride motorbikes.
My daughters
What, you think we've
watch
got a
it,
lot of flower
Stuart.
growers and carpenters watching us?
No, we've got a lot of people that don't ride motorbikes, but if you do ride motorbikes, you'll know how cool this guy is, because he must have saved so many people's lives on his training techniques, what he suggests. The guy is a legend, he is. And please listen to him, because this is really cool. Fast Eddie, yeah, Motojitsu. Boom! I can't believe we did this. Can you?
It's because I was here. It's because
Come on.
You mentioned my name, didn't you? And we got him on. Okay, here we go.
Fast Eddie. We
Interview,
love you.
Part 1 from San Diego, California, United States.
I can't believe it. Yeah, like, honestly, I'm really excited about this one, Angus. You know, when we started the show last week, if I was to write a list of guests that were wanted, this guy would be number 1 right at the top. I cannot believe he's here. This is, I'm not sure how to refer to him, but Greg Widmar, Fast Eddie, which is the way I want to talk to him, because this guy is just the top. 250 training videos on YouTube. Yeah, 18 million views.
I know.
Yeah,
More than
Isn't that much?
Incredible.
I don't even know that.
Absolutely incredible. This guy is just right up there. Eddie, thank you for coming on the show. We really appreciate it. Live from San Diego. How cool is that?
Yeah,
Awesome.
Spain, San Diego.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This is great.
On the show.
And it's just so quick, right? You guys invited me. I got the email. I was like, yeah, let's set it up. Let's do it. So thanks for having me on.
Honestly,
This is great.
that's great. I love it. I love it. So, you know, like I've watched a lot of your videos, and honestly, I've learned quite a bit of stuff. Quite frankly, I mean, I'm dreadful at riding motorbikes. I really am.
Dangerous.
I'm like
dangerous.
I'm a
thing.
proper midlife biker. One of the things that I really picked up on your videos some time ago was that your stop believing the myths. Yeah.
Mm.
And like, what was it you said? I can't remember. Is that like, oh, it was something like 38 times more
Oh, so
dangerous.
if you have 30 years of experience of riding, 30 years of riding, most of the time you've been really riding for 1 year and you just repeated that 1 year 30 times. So you're still a white belt.
But you also said riding motorcycles is 38 times more dangerous than driving a car.
Oh, it is. Yeah. So it depends on which year you look at the statistics, but it's between like 28 and 38 or whatever times more dangerous. So that means more dangerous than driving a car. So per mile, you are 28 per times more more likely to die per mile on a motorcycle than in a car. So it's extremely dangerous. That's why my videos are mostly educational based, and you really got to learn how to ride the thing. It's tremendously fun, but it's very unforgiving. So you have to know the technique, and you have to practice it enough to where it becomes, you don't have to think about it, what to do in case a car pulls out in front of you. It's very dangerous, but it's also insanely fun. So
I mean, your vision, Eddie, you know, is to, you know, I've written it down here, is to inspire riders to wear full gear. Get that? We wear full gear, and take courses and practice in order to reduce crashes on public roads. I mean, with 18 million views on YouTube, you've got to saved a few lives, big style. Because honestly, I've had a couple of moments that if it wasn't for you, I think I would have been off. And like I watched a lot of your videos, and I would come to like go when because we go through a lot of twisties. We're going through, you know, all the roads in Spain and Austria and all around Europe, and I always think, what would Eddie tell me to do here?
Not to brake that hard. If I'm just braking, then I'm trailing off slowly. Everything is slowly on, slowly trail off, back on the gas, third gear. Can't see the exit brake, twist of the wrist a little bit, maintain my speed. There's the exit, back on the gas, brake, 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 brake. There's the exit.
If there's one thing I would recommend, if I only had to say one piece of teaching advice to every student the rest of my life, one sentence, that's all I could say: master the front brake. You have to know how quickly you could stop, what that feels like, and knowing and practice, you could even stop and brake extremely aggressive, even mid-turn. You can absolutely do that. Not believing you could do that is what causes people to crash, because they believe, I can't touch the brakes in the middle of a turn. They think, which is a myth, you hit the brakes in the middle of the turn, you'll crash. If you hit the front brake in the middle of the turn, you'll stand up and go wide. Both these things are myth. It does not happen. If you grab the brake, you will probably crash 100%. But if you squeeze the brake, it all depends on how you use the brake. And I've taken people on the back of my bike in the middle of a corner at lean, and I get on the brakes way harder than they ever could think, because I felt that at Yamaha Champions Riding School when I was on the back of a bike with Chris Paris, professional racer, lap record holder. And he went on that damn track faster than I ever could on any bike by myself. He went out with 2 up on a stock bike, and he braked so hard mid-turn. Every turn, all I was thinking of was, we're going to crash. I could, for about a week after that, I kept on saying to everybody I know, I didn't know you could do that. My riding career was going like this. After champ school, when I jumped off the back of that guy's professional racer's bike and I realized what's possible with the brake, it went like this. It completely changed my perspective, and then it just absolutely switched to, you got to know the dang front brake and what is possible. Intellectually, I was like, yeah, I get it. But to feel it on the back of a professional rider's bike, racer's bike, it completely blew my mind. And he's only going 20% of his skill. It was unbelievable, life-changing experience. If you ever get a chance to ride on the back of a racer's bike at a track, you have to do it. I don't care what it costs. I don't care how we have to travel.
I'll take him.
It will change your life.
I'm sure to get on the back of it.
I'll take him on the back of the bike.
You got to do it. You got to do it. It's changing.
But you know what? Your biggest watched video at 1.5 million views is how to do a U-turn on a motorbike. I mean, like, and you know, it sounds the most simplest thing ever. But
yeah,
really, and I'm dreadful at it. So anyway, I watched it, and I was honestly, we've got like an underground car park here. I was going round and round and round and round, practicing that and doing it that and giving it that. But like, fantastic! 1.5 million people watched that video.
Body, head, bike. Body, head, bike. Slip in the clutch, a little bit of throttle, no brakes.
And it's surprising because I don't know what videos will do good, quote good or not good, even though I don't really care. If all my videos only have 10 views, well, those 10 people are going to be benefited from. I don't, I don't compare myself with anybody else or really care. But so that video, I talked a lot about counterbalancing, which is a tool.
One of the first videos I watched of you was where, I mean, and this is just sounds ridiculous, but like this is the type of thing that like, you just wouldn't ask someone the question. And like 500,000 views you got on this, which was where to put your helmet when you get off your bike. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what I mean? Like you go, what do I do? Where do I put that helmet?
And
like, it was
people,
brilliant,
a lot of people made fun of that video and like it's silly, but a lot of people, all my buddies here in San Diego, it's the best place to put the helmet. It really is. It works.
Where?
If you-
Where is
if
the
you
best
ba-
I haven't watched it yet.
I haven't watched it. Where's the best place to put the helmet?
I'll tell you. So if you put it on the seat, the bike's tipped over on the kickstand, it could tip over in the wind. If you put it on the ground, ants can crawl into it. You could kick it. Where are you going to put it? Here's the mirror. You put the helmet on through the mirror, and the mirror comes through the face shield. So it's hooked around the chin bar, so the wind can't knock it over. The mirror isn't impacting or damaging the inner styrofoam lining, which is the most important thing. That does not go back to the original shape. So it's out of the way. It's convenient. It won't fall off. It won't be damaged because of the wind. You can't knock it off. It's not wrecking the styrofoam liner, and it's the best place to put on that.
What about if it rains and you got the visor? You got a little bit of visor open there, mate.
Put my helmet just like this. So I'm going to use the mirror again, but I'm not going to put it in such a way where it's going to damage the inside. I'll just put it through the visor. Now I'm not wrecking anything. There's no stress being put on it. If it's windy as crap, the wind could blow this around everywhere. It's not going to go off anywhere.
But that is a much better thing. And from now on, I'm going to walk away from this meeting, this Zoom. You have taught me something, and I'm 56, so you're doing good.
But like I've watched a lot of your videos, but there's one video I've got to pull you up on, right? Because the one video you did has caused me a lot of trouble in my time.
Loud pipes.
No.
the music video.
It's the one about your pillion passenger, yeah. And you keep saying, like you're gonna put a lady on the back of your bike, yeah. And your advice is to say to that lady, "I need you to sit there like a bag of potatoes."
But if you try to shift your weight or do anything else, it's going to jack you up. So I highly suggest the passenger just be a sack of potatoes. Just sit there and let the rider do their job.
Yep. That doesn't go down so well. Like, do you know what I mean?
It says sack of potatoes here.
Sack of potatoes.
I want you just to sit there like a sack of potatoes.
Can I just put in there? You never want them to do that in the bedroom, do you? So why would you want them to do that on the bike?
Perfect.
You sit there like a sack of potatoes.
And here's the thing. I've taken so many damn passengers, guys and girls in the back of my bike. I go out on the twisty road. I show them what's possible. They're not understanding something, so I want them to experience it. On the track, I've taken passengers. If I flew there to where you guys are right now, where you live, I'll borrow your bike. I'll put you on the back of your own bike. I'll ride it. 30 seconds to be telling you what to do. And I'll go through and ride the twisties, knee down, do anything I want to do. If you do not move, I could do anything I could do by myself with the passenger. It doesn't make a difference. If I get a 200-pound rock and I duct tape it to the bike, I just have to manage 200 more pounds. But if that rock starts to move and I'm not in control of how much that rock moves, when they move, it will mess me up.
Ooh, hang on.
Like, subscribe, and get notified on YouTube, especially.
Fast Eddie, what a rock star. This guy is superb, yeah. And yeah, if you're a biker, honestly, 250 training videos that guy's got on every single element of motorbiking. And I have to say, he saved my arse a few times.
You've only come off once, and that was in Hungary. Luckily,
That's why I've only come off once, because I listen to Fast
drone.
Eddie. I listen to Fast Eddie.
I caught rubbish. You just don't ride like
No,
me.
he's cool.
Yeah, I caught that on the drone. Classic bit of Headley coming off. You know, he was saying before 2020, I've never come off. Weren't you? Never come off. I said, you will do. And he did. And I caught it on video, and it was great, you know?
Anyway, so
let's have a bit of audience participation.
It's so fantastic how many people are coming online tonight.
I can't even see that.
Razvan,
It's so bright in here.
Raz, a regular. Okay, we've got Gareth Evans from Wales.
I know he says come to Anglesey. I think you said last week to come to Anglesey. And I've been there, I've told you, but we will come to Anglesey sometime when this damn COVID thing is over and we can travel big places. Love your show, superb. That's Razvan. And Nick from the Philippines, and Alice Phillips. Yours on the left-hand side, is it?
It's so encouraging when people send us messages. We love it. We love it.
Yeah,
we love
yeah.
it.
Please keep interacting
Thank
with
you
us
so much.
and tell us where you're from. And if you got any questions, ask me. Don't ask Headley.
Anyway, I don't think you would want another beer.
Okay.
Anyway, so
We hope the
so
sound's
what we
okay.
did because with Fast Eddie, okay, we thought we would go down to the car park.
He thought he'd go down to the car park and take me with him.
So I thought, come on, Angus, I know you think you're great, but you're not, yeah? So I said, let's go to the car park and let's do some Fast Eddie training, because his philosophy is you're not going to get any better sitting in your house. So I said, come on, let's do it. So we went down, and it's just amazing how bad you are.
How crap you are. Yeah, how crap you are.
Not me, you.
You were.
Yeah, that wasn't me.
Superb. Me, wait till you see the video.
Really?
I've edited the video when Headley's never seen it, right?
So we went to the car park, we did some Fast Eddie training, and like, honestly, you've got to just try it, you know, because like, shut up and practice. That's what Eddie says. He's the man.
He is good. He is.
Yes, you may ask, what the hell are we doing in a car park? Headley's gone and taken Fast Eddie to heart. He's done it about 10 times, he still can't do it. You're only a blue belt. Do you want me to show you how it's done? What? Do you want me to show you how it's done? See, like I said, Headley's been watching Fast Eddie, too much of Fast Eddie, and he's brought me, at my age, to a car park to learn how to stop. I think I've had more emergency stops than you, mate.
You weren't going fast enough. You weren't going fast enough. You're only doing 20 miles an hour.
30, you said. 30. Oh, 40. I'm not a health and safety expert, but it would appear to me that Headley has got the thing we've got to avoid right next to what is a metal building with electric stuff in it. And I can see him swerving to avoid that and going straight into that building.
And now a perfect example of how not to do it, Headley. Look at that. Oh, he's missed that one. He's all over the place. What an effort.
Excuses, excuses.
And now, to show you how it's really done, the idea is to knock the cones over. As you can see, I'm doing perfectly with my side boxes every time. Missed a few, but you know, that's the way it should be done. A really fun game. And once again, just to show you how it's done standing up.
No problem at all. Look at that skill. Oh, unbelievable. And that's only after one interview with Fast Eddie from Motojitsu. Look at that skill. Superb. Headley knocked them all over. Had to put my foot down there because it was itchy.
He hadn't seen it before I edited it.
I've never seen that.
100% fail.
You weren't supposed to knock the cones over.
You only meant to blow the doors off.
You're supposed to miss the cones. And then he's knocking up. Hey, you've made me look
Hang
really
on.
bad there.
Wayne's outside the window. Wayne, you can't be outside the window. You could probably hear it. Go around the back of the apartment block. We got the windows
That
open.
was hysterical. No. Hey, go out and practice. That's a tip of the day. We sort of realised how dreadful we were when we did a bit of fast Eddie training.
I wasn't.
No, you were awful, Angus. No, you were really awful.
I did it standing up.
No,
and
you
everything.
think you're great, but you're not.
I did it standing up.
But you weren't.
Superb.
Anyway, what are we doing next?
It's about the kilometres you put in, Headley. The kilometres you put in and the off-roading stuff. You know.
Dear me. I
Bit
tell
more,
you.
bit more audience participation. Razvan Hoppert, hello again. Yeah, can you
It's
see
snowing
from-
heavy. It's snowing. Is it snowing
It's
in
snowing
England?
in Spain.
It's not in Spain. Sorry.
We have some drone footage that you asked to be included in the show
Yeah.
tonight.
Well,
Headley likes the drone.
Where's your drone? Have you got your drone? Have you got your drone?
Yeah, it's over there.
Angus, I've got to tell you, Angus is a bit of a drone expert. Next week we're going to do, he's going to be teaching me how to fly a drone. Now, I've tried a couple of times and they lost it, and off it goes, and like, you know.
You lost one completely, didn't you?
I did. It went off into the clouds and disappeared forever, but Angus, because he's a bit of a PlayStation guy, he knows how to like do all the little knobs and the buttons and stuff like that. He's a bit like, right?
Yeah.
But anyways, Angus is like a super drone
gonna teach
operator. So, have you got a bit of video of you doing some droning? And it's incredible. These drones just take us to a whole new level. And we did some stuff a couple of weeks ago, didn't we? Just round the corner.
We're going to
from
actually
Marbella.
use the drone a lot more when we go to Africa, North Africa, and everything, because they're absolutely superb. Headley's got my old one, so we'll do a video of Headley trying to train to learn how to use the drone. So he's been using it. I said, have you, did you have it on your screen? No, I was just freestyling it. I mean, had it over the swimming pool outside. It's freestyling it. No. He's going to lose it. So that'll be quite funny when I teach him.
Go on then. Let's do some droning.
Okay.
This is how good it looks when Angus does it, because he's a rock star when it comes to droning. You are. I'll give it to you.
Here's a
I'll
little
give it to
bit.
you.
Here's a little bit
of droning.
Ladies and gentlemen, a wee bit of droning from Spain.
Cheers. Fantastic.
Slight delay on the camera coming back in. Please like, subscribe, and be notified on our YouTube page, please.
Droning's it's one of those things, isn't it? Like it's banned everywhere. You can't do it here. You can't do it there.
I've got an international license for it,
Oh
so
man,
it's
it's
okay.
like
I can use it
you're
anywhere.
actually not supposed to do droning in national parks in Spain, but like that wasn't a national park, so don't worry about it.
I've got a license. I'm fully licensed.
He's
Mate.
fully
ready to go.
licensed.
Ready to go.
Fully licensed. Anyway, so what we'd like to do now is go back to Fast
Just
Eddie.
a quick one. Hello.
happened there?
Mohoidin Zahangir. Where are you from?
I
Mohoidin.
think I'll be India.
Are you from India? Yeah. Rock and roll. We're coming to India one day. I'm trying to Tony Hornsby. Hornby.
Tony
Is it
Hornby.
Is that the same as Anthony Hornby? Hornsby. I thought it was Hornsby.
Oh, I don't
Are you from Hexham? Do you play
I
golf?
I think he is.
Yeah, well, I've had a few drinks with you before, mate. Yes. Yeah. The last competition we had was to win my Vaseline and Sudocreme from the last show, and no one won it. Right? So if you want to win this, answer the question. Right? What question have we got from the med?
I've got no question.
Okay. How many times did I use the Sudocreme on my butt on the 20 countries in 17 days? Well, we did it in 15. How many times? Because I only bought it towards the end of the trip, right? If you can answer that question, we'll send these both to you. They're both slightly used, right? But we'll send them both to you, DHL, wherever you live in the world.
What a fabulous prize.
I know, it's tremendous. I mean, this one's
fantastic.
This one's got finger marks in it, and this one's got something else in it. You know?
Come on, let's get back to Fast Eddie. So we've got Fast Eddie back on, and this is part 2 of the interview. As I say, Fast Eddie, the biggest YouTube star when it comes to motorbike training, 18 million views, and we had him on the show. Yes! Come on.
Fast Eddie part 2, Fast Eddie part 2.
He's a man. We love him.
So real quick, where are you guys at? Like, where do you live?
We're in Spain, in
Southern Spain.
Yeah, Marbella.
Mediterranean.
Okay, so at the end of this year, well, depending on how COVID and all this stuff works, but Lila and I, we're gonna take a trip to, I think, to Italy.
Oh, cool.
So if you're anywhere near the area, and once I confirm that we're gonna go, I'll let people know on Instagram and stuff. So anybody that's in that area, like one of the days, it'll be an all-day thing. I'll just go somewhere. Like anybody's in the area, I will be here at this day all day. Come visit.
We're a bit of an Italy expert, aren't we? So you've got to go to Lake Garda, right? At Lake Garda in Venice. Oh,
Look, watch our video. 20 countries in 20 days. Lake Garda and Venice.
Oh my God!
Man, honestly, I was there with big fat ugly fat boy here, right? and I really, and I said on the video, the first time I came to Venice, I wanted to be with the love of my life, my wife, you know, and I wasn't. And then the other place we went the night before was Lake Garda, which is absolutely beautiful.
That's northern Italy. That's northern Italy. Eddie.
Okay.
Really good.
But when you go, and let us know, because I'll let you know.
We could be there in we'd be there in 24 hours riding, can't we?
Really? With a wobble?
I'm getting a new KTM.
2 days if you don't wobble. Yeah.
I don't mind the wobble. It's just you could never cope with it. It is frightening as you go through it.
It is.
My BMW doesn't wobble at all. Thank you very much.
The graph of extremeness is like straight up and then more, and then it slowly comes out of it at the end.
Anyway, enough of us. What we're going to do is talk now about this Motojitsu thing. You know, like the white thing and the blue thing and the black thing, and it's like a martial art type idea.
Right.
Great, I love it. I was watching it today with your books and your training schedules on your website. I mean, if people who are watching, you've just got to go onto Motojitsu and see how this guy does it. Fabulous, honestly. Take me out. This guy's the man. Tell me a bit about the Motojitsu sort of philosophy.
I don't know what Motojitsu is.
What? That's exactly.
So motorcycles and jiu-jitsu. So I've been doing martial arts for 15 years. When I was in the Marine Corps, I was a black belt instructor in the Marine Corps martial arts program. And even if you know nothing about martial arts, we've all watched enough movies and TV shows to understand a white belt is the beginner guy, and then the black belt, that's the master, that's the kung fu expert.
Steven
so we
Seagal.
know.
He's like Steven.
Yeah, Steven Seagal. So we know enough, just general knowledge of culture. If you watch any type of movies or anything, you understand the basics. Because of that language, because I could have just made levels 1 through 6, which would have been the same, but it's just funner to talk about white belt, blue belt, because I have a language now, because now I could use that terminology to explain a lot of different things. This video is a black belt level video. So the questions I'm getting are from a white belt's perspective that doesn't understand. I'm like, you will with more training and more experience, but understand this is black belt information. You don't have to worry about it right now as a white belt. So it's, for one, to have the terminology to explain a lot of different things, very simple to a lot of people. And because of my experience in the martial arts, when I look, and I'm inspired by, I have a bunch of friends that are real world champion black belts in jiu-jitsu, like high level, no kidding. These guys are amazing. And the amount of knowledge they have and skill they have at their job is absolutely inspiring to me. So because of that, I made black belt in Motojitsu very, very challenging. You have to be really damn good to be able to do that stuff and answer the questions. A lot of people forget there's knowledge questions associated with each belt that you should know and to be able to explain. Because if you can't explain something to a 6-year-old, you don't know it enough yourself.
I think a lot of you told us you're in the Marines. So I think a lot of your thinking and process and systems for what you do, right? I might be wrong, but is related to your military background, where you're
Yes.
given missions, tasks,
Discipline.
training, discipline, right? And your love for jiu-jitsu and the belt system and all that. But I think a lot of what you're doing is related to your military background, because I've had a lot of military guys work for me, and they've always been, you know, like truck drivers and all sorts of different guys. They've always been, you know, right up there with the top employees, if not the top employees, and you just tell them to do something and they do it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's not like,
So I had a bonfire over, I do weekly bonfires at my house in the backyard and stuff with friends that come over. And they're asking me just things about the military. And then, so I put this together, which I didn't really think about until recently. What makes me successful with making YouTube videos or writing books or as a motorcycle instructor or as a student? I have 2 masters and a bachelor's, or as a Marine, or anything I've done. I've learned the formula to be successful, and I know what it takes to be successful. I just apply those principles to anything. If I start working at McDonald's tomorrow, I'll be the damn manager in a month, because I'll show up a half hour early. I'll ask every question in the world. When my shift is over with, I'll go up to the manager and be like, how do you do the cashier? How do you work the ice cream machine? Can I clean up? Oh, we have shipping coming in. How does that work? Where's the schedule? And I will do the best possible I can of where I'm planted, and you will grow and have different opportunities than anybody else, because I know what it takes to do it, and most people are unwilling. But I've applied.
Definitely saved people's lives. I mean, you've nearly saved Headley's, because now he said to me today, I should have been using the front brake. The brake dust that comes off his back brake is unbelievable. Because he's got ABS, it never locks up. But if you didn't have ABS and you were just using your back brake like he does, you'd be, you know, I'm old school, so I learned without any of this modern technology, and I kind of ride like.
But I had the big break, didn't I? So I got bikes when I was like 25 and did that till I was about 30, and then got the kids came along, and then had a big gap, and then I came back into it. And now, you know, like I've only been back into it the last 3 or 4 years, really. And like
it shows.
And it is dangerous as hell. You know, you do some things sometimes, you go, oh my God, I've just nearly died. You know, and like like some of the stuff you preach is brilliant, and you must have saved loads of lives, and well done you. Bum bum bum. Motojitsu program. Love it. I love the style, the white belt, the blues, the this and
I'm
that.
going to watch more. I'm going to watch
more.
I need the black belt. I want to go straight.
I'll tell you a story. This is a true story. I'm going to call him Eddie again. True story. We did an interview. Somebody interviewed us, which was quite incredible. Remember Neil from the motorbike show
in England?
In England. So he interviewed us, and he was interviewing us, and I said, "Have you ever heard of Fast Eddie?" And he went, "Oh yeah, Fast Eddie." And he was going on about you, how like, you know, how you're God, which you are, but like he was going on about like you, and I said, well, you should give him a ring, see if you get him on the show. And he went, oh,
he'll never come on our show.
Eddie's never, Fast Eddie will never come on my show. He says,
he's too big.
He's too big for me, Fast Eddie. And I'm sure, look, I've got him on.
Hey Neil,
Tell him.
All right, Neil, how you got Eddie on?
Tell him to email me. And
honestly, the guy's really cool.
Nice guy.
Lovely guy. And honestly, he'd die if he get you on board, because he just goes on about how fabulous you are. But yeah, and
one last compliment I've got to give you before we go, and we need to go to the toilet, and I need a cigarette. You can't smoke, you know, although I'm trying to give up. I have given up a few times recently. Anyway, one last compliment I must give you, my fellow American compadre.
I love your drawings. I watched a few of your videos, and you're very artistic, not autistic, artistic. The drawings are really cool at explaining, stuff. And did you learn that in the military? Sort of missions. We're gonna bomb this place and shoot these guys, and there's a little thing here, and like, why are you so good at that?
Since 4th grade, I've been in art class all through high school. 2002, I graduated high school. So for all 4 years of high school, I was in AP art, advanced placement art.
Oh, wow.
But the thing about it, I grew up extremely poor with nothing. So my art teacher actually bought me a 48 pack of Prisma colored pencils, which are really high quality colored pencils, and chalk and the pencil. She bought me the supplies I needed because I couldn't afford it like the rest of the kids in the class. But she knew I could draw and she knew I had a lot of potential. So she bought me the supplies, anything I needed in high school. For 4 years straight, she did this. And then she gave me the materials, but I learned how to draw in high school. I drew after high school, all up to the Marines. I've always been drawing stuff. And when I started teaching motorcycle, even in the Marines, I'd be teaching whatever. And I'd have a big flip chart with markers and I'd draw.
You would do the mission map. You would do the mission map, wouldn't you?
And then doing, whatever. And then when I started making YouTube videos, even when I was teaching years before YouTube, I'd have a big flip chart. And while I'm teaching my motorcycle videos, and I try to explain line selection and apex, I draw on there and like, oh, you see all that? And people are very visual and they like to see things, but simple. So in the military, we keep it simple, stupid, like Barney style. We say that a lot. The simpler you can make it, the better. I don't try to complicate, say a lot of physics. Nobody cares anyway. It's just what do I need to hear? What's the point? In the most simple words you could use. So when I started making YouTube videos, the drawings I do, that's one of the biggest compliments I get. Number one, I'm just straight to the point. I don't try to be funny and talk for 15 minutes about BS. Just what do you need to hear? And then people love the drawings I do. So I do that more and more often and just simple. And I just like doing it for myself. It's just fun to draw. And how can I make, like, I have an idea of what the point I want to make, but how can I make that into a visual without a bunch of words? So
they're really good. Your drawings are and like different colors as well. So it's not just like, black mark pen. You've got different colors, and also I love that. That is like, I thought this guy. I thought you might have been an art teacher or something before I knew you in the Marines.
I thought seriously about being an art teacher.
You're a killer, not an art teacher, right? Okay.
But like, we're gonna wrap this up now, and honestly, so pleased to have you on. It's been I've been dead excited today. The fact when you were going to talk to you, 18 million YouTube views, 4 books now, four books.
Yeah, crazy.
Man, you are an absolute rock star, and I tell you, we're just so pleased to have you on. And thank you. And please keep in touch. We'd love you to keep in touch with you. If you go to Italy, we're coming. We're coming to see you.
It's 24-hour ride up to see you. We'll come and see you just for,
If you ever want to come to Spain, you're our guest. Come on down. Spain, honestly, the roads in Spain are just the best.
Better than Italy.
Awesome. Best. I'll come. I'll rent a bike. And if you guys ever come here, I'll come there. We'll do whatever. It'd be my pleasure. And feel free to email me with any time. We could do this whole thing again. Maybe 6 months from now, say you go practice more and you watch more videos, have me on again, email me whenever you want.
Like, subscribe and get notified.
Fantastic. Fast Eddie. Oh, what a man. Yeah, that was brilliant. For us, that was such a great thing to have. If you're not a biker, you probably won't understand what Fast Eddie's all about. But
question is, if you're not a biker, why are you watching the show? Because we're funny. He is. Strange, isn't he? Strange kind of character.
Eddie, you're going to be back on the show soon, I hope, because we loved it, and he's got so much. He's just a
mind of information, or a mine of information. You've got me saying. Anyway, yes. Hello, John Ashley Lagason from the Philippines. Nice to have you on the show.
People from the Philippines.
And there we're worldwide, mate. We've got a Japanese guy on. We've got a German. We've got a Welsh guy.
Angus, I tell you what, we should. Cheers. We've had a good night tonight. I've enjoyed tonight. We were badly organised.
A small snifter
but
of
it went well, I think.
It did, considering
It did.
10 minutes before I was uploading video like that, just like that last one. Yes.
Yeah,
it was
went
like
well.
a bit of a nightmare.
It really went well, I think. And anyway,
We hope the sound's good tonight, and the lights we need to sort out because they're sort of reflecting in my glasses. Anyway, Jägermeister, it's a killer.
I hate that stuff. Anyway, next week we actually have another fab star on next week, but I can't announce it because he hasn't confirmed. But I'm talking to him on email. But
So you think you've got a fab star?
no,
on
I
next
have got a
week?
fab star.
Not
We
confirmed.
have. I just can't see it yet. But he's big.
If it's the
A
star,
world traveller.
Is
A
it the
world
star I'm
traveller.
thinking about?
It is
The world traveller, and this man has been around the world on his motorbike, like we will do later this year
he's
or next
proper,
year if
proper,
we get
proper.
the chance.
And what's his name? Yeah, Scott Murray.
Because if we didn't read that one out, oh, it's on the screen. Oh, everyone can read it. Oh shit.
So, Angus, what's on next week?
Next week we went on a 2020. We went to Kronreif Trunkenpolz Mattighofen, the home of the best motorcycle in the world.
No, I think you'll find that's the
KTM.
Bavarian Motorworks.
No, they're crap there. They're crap there. Hello, Sean Dart. Hope the roofs are a bit snowy today on the roofs, I would have thought, Sean Dart. Yeah, Kronreif Trunkenpolz.
No, we went to the KTM factory, and I have to say, mate, I'm not a KTM guy.
We were meant to go
but
inside the factory because of COVID. They wouldn't let us inside, but the director sent us some goodies, like a bag full of goodies, and said, "Hello, midlife bikers. We watched your channel," and it was really nice of them. So thank you very much,
was
KTM
good.
directors.
I was impressed, I have to say.
He's gonna
Even
buy
though I
one.
don't want to get a
He's
bike.
gonna
But
buy
anyway,
one.
I was impressed with KTM. It's like amazing, this sort of town in Austria that is completely dedicated to KTM. All the people that live there, work there, the whole town's like... It was quite an eye-opener. So we've got a nice piece on that next week about KTM. And Mattighofen is the town, is that correct?
That is correct. That is
And
correct.
it's mad. It's mad. We
great.
went all the way there, and the whole town is dedicated to this motorbike.
And we
What a thing.
also stayed in the beautiful town of Abtenau. David Zwilling and Florian, if you're watching,
you very
good.
much.
Thank you very Flo for letting us
care
take
of
you
us.
out. Wonderful night. I shouldn't have drank schnapps till 5 a.m, but apart from that, it was absolutely superb. And yeah, so we'll be going back there, I would have thought.
Yeah. So, Angus,
But you know the worst thing about that trip? We didn't go to a little village called Fucking Fucking was only slightly north of Mattighofen. I don't know if to say Fuking in German or fucking, but anyway, and they've just recently changed the name to Fugging. They put a G instead of. Oh, Mark Jones is on. It's past your bedtime, Mark. Get to bed. Yeah, so
Mark Jones.
they changed the name from Fucking to Fugging because they were getting so many tourists there coming and taking the mickey. So we'll have to go there to Fugging next time.
Anyway, so,
Mark
Angus,
Jones.
great show. Thank you very much to everyone for watching. And next week, another 1 hour show
Big
packed
star.
full of stuff. And
Packed to
I've
the
enjoyed
rafters.
tonight. Have you enjoyed tonight?
Yeah, it's been all right. You know,
been
apart
good
from sitting
fun.
next to you. It's
Thank
been
you,
great.
thank you for everyone for watching. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Facebook, Twitch, LinkedIn, Twitter, and the whole lot, whatever they are. Whatever social media is on about today.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Okay, and thank you, John Weir, for the nice message. And now I've got to press a button and play the outro, and then at our age, we need to go to the toilet. Paul Thornhill, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Farewell, young man.
Everybody out in the world, stop messing around. Calling all you freaks and nerds, you're just missing what you want. My brother's going down the drain, my sister's living the dream.